part of what we call C Street. When I was in Washington, there was a, believe it or not, a Christian Bible study for folks who asked members of Congress hard questions that I think were very, very important, and I've been working with them.
That was South Carolina Governor Mark Stanford at his infamous "I was in Argentina having an affair, I wasn't on the Appalachian Trail" press conference last June, kicking off what would come to be known, around here at least, as the summer of the C Street sex scandals. By July of last year, the extramarital affairs of three Republican figures, Governor Stanford's, along with those of Senator John Ensign of Nevada and former Congressman Chip Pickering of Mississippi, had all been linked to the secretive religious group known as the Family, by way of this house on C Street in Washington, D.C. that was affiliated with the Family. The house was registered as a church, so it would be tax exempt, and a group of conservative members of Congress of both parties all lived together at the house. The secretive religious group and the secretive C Street house got even more unwanted attention last fall when a Democratic Congressman, Bart Stupak of Michigan, almost killed all of health reform on the altar of strict new anti-abortion regulations, an amendment he wrote with a Republican Congressman, Joe Pitts of Pennsylvania, who also turned out to be a core member of C Street's The Family. Now, upon learning that C Street was the connection between all of these people and all of these things in the news, the nation's eyes turned to Jeff Sharlet, who was the only person to have done extensive long-form journalism about C Street and the Family. Since those scandals broke, thanks to the great reporting in Jeff's first book, The Family, he made a lot of appearances on this TV show to talk about the organization. And since all that publicity, C Street has sort of emptied out. John Ensign moved out. He's now under investigation by both the FBI and the Senate Ethics Committee. Bart Stupak Amendment Stupak also moved out and announced that he would retire from Congress. Congressman Mike Doyle and Senator John Thune moved out, even though they didn't have any C Street scandals of their own. Congressman Jerry Moran didn't move out right away, but when he was asked about living at C Street, he did all he could to downplay his residency there. He told the Topeka Capital Journal in April, quote, "I have a small bedroom and a bath I share with other people." When asked about his residence at the C Street house, Congressman Heath Shuler, Democrat of North Carolina, said, quote, "I've been here the whole time, and there's talk about what the fellowship is, but I honestly have no idea what they're talking about. I honestly don't know what it is." In other words, okay, maybe I live there and go to prayer meetings and stuff there, but I have no idea what goes on there. Who cashes my rent checks? I have no idea. I never even noticed who I make them out to. Don't care, never asked. But the C Street house was just the most visible part of the Family. And even as C Street hollows out in Washington, even as the building apparently, reportedly, might be sold, the group behind it, the Family, remains, as does their agenda to remake the world in the interests of its members. Its powerful members who mostly deny that they have anything to do with it. Jeff Sharlet's follow-up book to The Family is called C Street. It has just come out. It's important. Mr. Sharlet joins us next.